Hi there guys, it's Grant here, and today I wanted to talk to you about first steps. If you're struggling in getting started and you're not quite sure how to take the first steps in where you're headed, stay tuned. I'm going to take you through it in this quick video. Hi guys, so today we're talking about first steps, how to take yours and where that's headed. So first steps in business can often be the scariest part, the scariest time. It's stepping into the unknown. It's taking you out of your comfort area and into a space where you haven't experienced this newness before. So I can understand why it can sometimes be a scary proposition to take a next step or a first step. And I think about, see this mountain here just behind me, that's Mount Wellington. And I ran once from the bottom of Mount Wellington all the way to the top, and it's 1.6 kilometers to run to the top in elevation. And the road going up is 20, I think it's 24 or 26. Anyway, it's known as the world's toughest half marathon. And once upon a time, a few years ago, I ran that race. And the proposition of starting that race at sea level was incredibly scary. I look out, I'm standing on my front balcony right now, and I look out at that mountain every day, and I think about what it took to be able to run up that mountain. And what it took was a first step. I was talking to a friend of mine about this about 10 minutes ago, and that's why I thought to make this video to tell you that it only took so I moved my left leg forward and took the first step. And then I moved my right leg forward and I took the next step. And the whole race, if you're going to describe it, was just a series of repetition of left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. Difference was I knew exactly where I was headed. I could see the top and I knew where I was going. And that's sometimes what stops us from taking action in our businesses and in our lives. It's seeing where we're headed. So here's my encouragement for you today. Set yourself a really clear objective, a really clear goal. Know where it is that you want to go. The second step is about having the right people alongside you. I had a very good friend of mine running this race with me. His name's Brandon. And Brandon had the right words to say to me. Now, I'd never run more than 10 kilometers before when I did this point to pinnacle, when I did this sea level to the top of the mountain race. And having him next to me saying, come on, keep running, lift your body high, stride more, have some water, you look dehydrated. He'd run the race before. He was able to run along beside me. He paced himself a little slower. He probably could have finished the race a lot faster, but he ran alongside me the whole way and helped me to get to the top. And you know what? In business and in life, we sometimes need those people alongside us as well. I've been chatting this week about business blind spots. Sometimes we can't see what we can't see. But somebody from another perspective, in this case it was Brandon, from this other perspective, could see the things that I couldn't see. And he helped me to get to the top of the mountain. I finished the race. I got a medal and everything. Even though I finished third last out of the entire field, there was me, another fella, and Brandon, who was running along with us. But we finished. And we finished even though we watched maybe 10, maybe 30, I can't really remember. It was at least 10 people. We watched about 10 people drop out. We found out later there was a lot more than that. People quit. People stop. People get halfway through a journey because they don't know where they're headed. They're not always sure where they've started. And sometimes they don't have people alongside them to help them along the journey. And I thought that'd be useful to share with you today. If you would like some help, if you'd like to know those business blind spots, if you'd like to know a little bit more about how to get to where you're heading, why don't you just go ahead and drop by my website. It's just here, grantmullen.com.au. When you drop on by, what I'll do is I'll send you out a checklist. That checklist is just an easy thing to tick. Where you go ahead and just tick those boxes, give yourself a score on your current business health. And if you score well, good on you. You're probably running a really amazing race. But if you find you need some help, then there's some next steps that we can take as well. And I'm here to help. Guys, I hope this has been useful for you. I've really enjoyed chatting with you. And I look forward to seeing you when you take your next steps. Bye for now.